This is the Weather Xtreme video for Monday morning, the 18th of January. Some of you taking the day off, some of you working today, whatever. Let's talk about the weather. James Spann here. Interesting stuff in the days ahead. Let's go right to it. We'll go to some of the sky cam shots, and the initial problem, yeah, you guessed it, fog. It is thick. Looks like the sky cleared late last night, and with the wet ground, the surface temperature dropping down to the dew point, light wind, you get that. That's the Coleman sky cam. Visibility very restricted there. Up in the Tennessee Valley, the same thing. That's the Decatur sky cam. Tuscaloosa, not quite as bad, but still foggy there. That's the Hugh Thomas Bridge connecting downtown Tuscaloosa and downtown Northport. So if you're traveling early this morning, be aware of that. But once that fog burns off, pretty nice day today. The system that brought the wet weather over the weekend is lifting way northeast of us over New England. And look at that thing about to come into California. Boy, it's going to be a very, very wet period this week out west. Potential for flooding, heavy mountain snow, all kind of issues there. And our next wet weather event here will come at midweek. Temperatures this morning. Colder air has dropped down across the Canadian border with single-digit lows, but again, the upper air winds will not allow that down here for the next 10 days. So temperatures should be about where they should be for this time of the year. If anything, maybe above average for at times. And there's our numbers. I think that Anniston 56 is bogus. It might be 46, not 56. The colder values to the north of Birmingham, 34 for Gadsden. That's where the fog is awfully thick up there. 43 for Birmingham, Tuscaloosa 44. On the watch warning map, got some winter weather advisories north of us in Tennessee. I think that's for freezing fog. And the same thing up in Illinois and Indiana and Kentucky. Of course, the big issues are out west. Winter storm warnings up for the mountains and flood watches up for Southern California. Going to be messy out there, as you'll see. But let's look at the QPF chart. Look out west. How about a foot of rain for Los Angeles? Don't you know that's going to cause some flooding problems? Even in Arizona, north of Phoenix, 8 inches of rain. That'll be their biggest rain event in years, and that is what you expect during an El Nino cycle. And looking around here, 2.3 inches. The bullseyes at Gadsden with our midweek system. This is valid through Friday evening at 6 o'clock. And let's peek at the convective outlooks. Haven't done that in a long time. This is day 2 tomorrow. Low-end probabilities west of here. That's not even a slight risk over the Arklatex region. And then day 3, which is Wednesday, there is a slight risk of severe weather on the Gulf Coast from near Galveston around to Pensacola. And that includes extreme southwest Alabama, basically Mobile and Baldwin counties, and the far southern part of Mississippi, and about the southern half of Louisiana and southeastern Texas. Instability, as usual, is lacking up here with that. And look at here now. This is the day 4 through 8 outlook. Day 6 is Saturday. Day 7 is Sunday. So the southern two-thirds of Alabama under a severe weather risk on Sunday. And that's a 30% probability, the way that's defined. That means there is a 30% chance of severe weather within 25 miles of any given point on Sunday. And D4, that's a Thursday, and that includes parts of North Florida and South Georgia. So now that the Arctic air is scoured out, we're getting back into the convective action here. Let's look at the GFS. This is the 06C run at noon today. Zonal flow, active southern stream, big storm coming into California. Down below, there's the deal. Once that fog burns off, should be a nice day here. Tomorrow looks good. Good chance we hit the low and mid-60s tomorrow. Fantastic. Some moisture off to the west. Wednesday, here comes our next shortwave moving into Texas. Down below that, rain breaks out, and this is suggesting there might be a warm front moving northward through Alabama. And the rain on Wednesday would be north of that front, but I think we'll have to mention a chance of rain as early as Wednesday afternoon, maybe even Wednesday morning, based on a warm front coming through here. And then the cold front is off to the west. We'll go to Wednesday night at midnight. Deep surface low near Tulsa. And again, if we had instability in here, you'd be worried about severe weather, and no doubt there could be some convection there. But the latest instability values I've seen for this event suggesting basically no surface-based cape here. So we'll mention rain and storms Wednesday night, and the better chance of any severe weather for now would seem to be down south. And then Thursday, we're kind of dry-slotted as the heavier rain and storms will shift off to the east from Atlanta down to Dothan and Panama City. So Wednesday into Thursday morning looking wet and potentially stormy. Friday, no cold air behind that system. Same deal. It's a zonal flow, so temperatures will stay fairly mild. And then Saturday, here comes our next system off to the west. We stay dry, but the winds are kicking in out of the south, becoming breezy. And then Sunday, look at the trough off to the west. This is Sunday the 24th. Down below that, the surface low seems to be redeveloping over northern Tennessee with a band of thunderstorms blowing in here. And again, that's the day where we might have our first severe weather threat of the year. But remember, that's a long way out there, and this, details will change, no doubt about that. But synoptically speaking, looks like it might be a day of strong to severe storms. And then a week from today, Monday of next week, that system is gone. Some wraparound moisture. It does turn a bit colder. The 540 line dipping down to Huntsville. Some hint of wraparound snow flurries up there. But again, we'll deal with that later. And let's just go out to the end of the forecast on the 2nd of February. And on this look, no cold air. We've seen this thing all over the board. We've seen high amplitude looks with very cold air. We've seen this look where the cold air stays north of us, but a very active southern stream. And again, confidence out here is very low. I have a feeling that we'll see at least one or two good cold pops in February, but we'll see. That's just based on pattern recognition. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video by 3:30 or so today. And of course, if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.